Crypto Beanie 69 coming at you guys. The very important video. Alright, let's pause the music. This is important, guys. This is how to invest no matter what age you are so that you will become rich no matter what. Alright? We're going to have to break this video down into different age ranges because let's say you're 10 to 25 years old. You have no money but time, right? No money, and you have time, right? Let's say you're 25 to let's go 50, right? You have money and you have less time, right? And then let's say you're 50 to 70. You have money, maybe, depending. You have more money than a 10-year-old or, a 20-year-old. And you have time. So, if you really think about it, 50 to 70, if you're not where you want to be currently, at 50 to 70 years old, then this is not a bad place to be. Stay healthy, you'll be all right. That's plenty of time to to make a lot of money. For your kids, for your family, for you. You have time. And we'll get into how to do that soon. But what I'm saying is it's different for each one of these. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you the difference. So, 10 to 25, right? These people have their entire life ahead of them, right? And if they play their cards right, they can get rich. We're going to say rich is like, for these people, it's like they can get rich 500K plus by 30. No, we'll go $1 million. We can make 500K easily. $1 million by 30. Right? Okay. So in order to do this from 10 to 25, first of all, you have to save, invest, live below your means, of course, simple things like that. But if we're getting into detail, we're talking about trading here in this video. Okay, this video is going to be about trading. So the best thing that these 10 to 25-year-olds have is they have their youth. They're sharp. They have energy, right? They can learn fast. Their brain is still not fully developed. So they can learn, and they can put what they learned into action. They learned into action. So the best thing to do here at 10 to 25 years old, if we're talking about trading / investing, is to do a mix of both. Day trading, swing trading, and long-term investing. All right? You want to position your portfolio like this. Long-term is like a second savings account. You don't touch it ever unless there's an absolute emergency, and even then, you go to other people, ask first something. You just try to get the money from somewhere else. You never touch this because this is going to be your lifetime. This is what's going to put you into, okay, we can get rich to $1 million without this long term. This long term is going to be your lifetime savings, right? And eventually this will be a lot of money, okay? Now, we have short-term gains, right? Short-term capital. Let's say that. This for swing and day trading. All right. So, short term. All right. So the plan here is make money short term, put it in your long term. All right. And in between this short term and long term, you put a little bit in your bank account, so you're living off of some. Because this is the thing, you're gonna be making so much money off of trading, if you can, that you only need to take out 5% to put into your bank account to cover your bills. The rest you can put into your savings, right? Let's say you want to splooge a little bit, you want to splurge, take out 20%, right? If you're making 10K a month off of trading, and that is 100% possible, I've done it before. The best month I've ever had in trading was $70,000. Okay, I'm 21 years old. It's possible. I promise. Even though it may not seem like it, because you've never done it before, it is. And you know how like there's certain times in life where like you can't imagine something to be actually true because you just simply haven't experienced it. There's been times in my life where my friends have literally come up to my window because I was inside and like I didn't want to go outside, but they made me go outside, right? And I was so grateful because I learned and I experienced something I never would have even thought was possible before. Same thing here. It's about keeping an open mind and allowing yourself to kind of just sit back and trust. You got to trust people. In order to get anywhere in life, even if you get screwed over, you'll be better than what you were before. You would have learned something instead of just staying in the same place. You know? Of course, don't put your life savings on the line. Never, ever, ever do that. Risk management, baby. In all of these time frames, we have one thing in common, and that's risk management. When you're 50 to 70 years old, you have a lot of money and a lot of time. The last thing you want to do is have too much risk and lose it all. When you're 25 to 50, you have a lot of money but little to no time because you're working. The last thing you want to do is risk too much and lose that money, because that means all of the work that that you've been working and saving from 10 to 50, it's gone. And then 10 to 25, this is the thing, right? And this is why it's long-term and short-term investing. We don't have money. We don't have time. But we can make money. No, we don't have money, but we do have time. But we can make money, right? Get a job, save, right? Save. And put little amounts into short-term investing, right? And then short-term investing, you'll be able to make 3 to 10K a month consistently, and then you can live off of that, right? But until then, you got to save up even $1,000, right? $1,000 and put it in here, and you got to know what you're doing, okay? You got to know what you're doing. But this is the game plan, right? This can happen. The thing here with risk, though, like, you're risking $1,000 when you get started, right? If you don't know what you're gonna do, what you're doing, if you haven't taken any courses or learned from someone like myself, you're gonna lose that $1,000. 100%, you're gonna lose it. You might get it up to $3,000, $5,000, but you will lose it eventually. Once you learn these strategies, it will be consistent money. But you don't learn those strategies with your first $1,000. You don't learn those strategies in your first year of trading. You learn those strategies after blowing up multiple accounts, spending a lot of money, making a shiz ton of money, or learning from someone else, right? You can just learn from someone else who did it, right? And yes, you're still going to have to make some mistakes yourself, but at least you will have the perspective of like, okay, I have heard about this. I've never experienced it, but I've heard about it, and I've heard about what I need to do. I'm going to keep that in mind, and if I think that is the best way to go, I'm going to do that, right? So, like, for example, don't risk 100% of your $1,000 trade onto one trade. You don't want to do that. You're playing the long game. Okay, think about it. 10 to 25 years old, they're playing long money. They have time. That's what they have. So the biggest thing at this age is to preserve your capital. Okay? Even if that's $15 a day in the beginning with your $1,000, okay? Even if that's $15 a day. It's better to make $15 a day than to risk it all on one trade, make 2,000, become comfortable with that habit, risk 75% on the next trade, and then lose it all. It's bad. That's really bad, and that will screw you up long term. Okay, it's like a casino. You go into a casino, you play blackjack. You know eventually you're gonna lose all your money. In any game you play in a casino, it's the same thing here if you have the wrong habits. Okay, and especially in the 10 to 25 range. Now all the habits are different, but they have the same underlying principles. Okay, so 10 to 25, you have no money, a lot of time. Your game plan is a short-term invest. Put in $1,000. Start with 1,000, and play the long game, baby. Play the long game. Okay, this is a long game. If you can continue to keep that 1,000 just for a month, right? Let's say you trade every day for a month. Your only goal is not to make money. It's to keep that $1,000 in your account. Do not have to put more money in. Do not pull money out. Just keep that money in your account. And if you end the month off with more than 1,000, you have won, okay? That is the first thing. It's about discipline. Because yes, it's super easy to bet it all on one, come out with $1,000 up trade, maybe even $2,000, so your account's at 3,000, and then pull out now. But it's teaching the wrong habits, and eventually you'll get your butt wiped. All right? So longevity, that's how you make it big. Because eventually you will start scaling up on your trades, and you will start making a lot more money. However, for now, you gotta instill the lessons. It's like going to the gym every day. It's hard in the beginning, but then it just becomes second nature. You gotta instill those lessons of like, this is how I trade. These are my morals, my principles, okay? And that the only way you start with that at 10 to 25 is if you keep that $1,000 in your account for the first month, okay? That's simple. Trade every day. You don't have to put on a lot of size. Very simple. 25 to 50, a little bit different, okay? In this, we're going to be looking more at long-term investing with 80% of your capital. Where's the percent sign? There it is. 80% of your capital, and then you're going to look at high growth, like not necessarily penny stocks, those are kind of out of the weeds now, but like crypto, high growth crypto, not like bitcoins or anything like that. You're going to look at the DOGELON Marses, things like that. All right, and that will be 20% or so. All right, boom. So 80% in long term, 20% in crypto. Same thing as here. Most of the money will be made from these cryptos, kind of. Most of the gains, like 100%, 200x, 300x, DOGELON Mars. And then you put into long terms, or you can even preserve that capital if you have enough in long term to where you're comfortable. Pull that out and use it as like money in your account. What you want to do with it, right? But this is not financial advice, by the way. It's simply my opinion based on the different age ranges of like what's the best probability to become rich. Like, what's the best strategy to become rich over time? This is it, in my opinion. So here you have money, you don't have time. High growth crypto. These people 25 to 50, the best things you need to be doing are looking for communities because you don't have time. Mentors. Not financial advisors. You don't need any of that because it's not that hard. It would take like 15 minutes a day. If that. And financial advisors would just take your money. It's a scam. Communities or mentors are the biggest thing for 25 to 50 and 10 to 25. I'll put that here too. Very big. Especially for these 10 to 25s. Mentors. Because here you'll make lifelong friends and you'll learn a lot faster. Here, you won't have to spend as much time on focusing on your long-term and high-growth crypto. You'll have other people there to do it for you, but you can make those decisions on your own time. Like, they'll give you suggestions, you make the decisions on your own time. And that's what the communities and the mentors are here for in the 25 to 50 year olds. Not a lot of money, not a lot of time, long term, high growth, right? You take some gains and put it into your bank account from the high growth, or just invest it in the long term, whatever you want at this point in time. Like, it just depends on how much is in your long term and what you're comfortable with. Like, if you're trying to get to 100 million, then the strategy would be different. I'm talking about a conservative, $1 to $10 million net worth at this time. Like, this is simple. This is what you can do to get there. But the one thing I can guarantee is that if you risk not anything above 80% of your money onto one high growth asset, you will lose your money 90% of the time, or 80% of the time. Let's say you'll lose your money 80% of the time if you risk anything above 80% on a high growth crypto stock, something that's like, okay, this is going to be a home run. No, you're going to lose. And don't do that, especially when you're older, because the time it takes and energy it takes to make that money back up is not worth it. It's not worth pressing that button at all. At all. Now, when you're younger, you might be able to make some of those mistakes, because you have more time. But even then, it's just like, why would you put yourself in the position to risk everything that you have been working for one trade? It's about longevity. You got to stay in the game. 50 to 70. You have money, you have time, you're healthy, you're happy. It is retirement time, baby. But you want to make some extra money. You want to pass money down to your family and help them out when you go, or even while you're here, right? Let's see. 50 to 70. Depends on your goals. Let's say modest, you want to pass some money down to your family, but you want to have money to travel and live your life to the fullest, right? You're going to start a long-term account, investing in assets like crypto, but these are stable, not high growth. You're going to be investing in stable cryptos. Like Bitcoin, Ethereum, that's pretty much it right now. Even those aren't that stable. And you'll put maybe 30%, if that, into crypto. Stocks. Long-term, and stable as well. Things like Apple. Apple's down right now, actually. At the time of recording this video, it's probably up if you're watching this like a year from now. Apple, Nvidia is way too high, but Nvidia, not even. Johnson Johnson, just things that are cool. Target, they're gonna continue to grow. Car companies, Ford, just things with dividends. Walmart, McDonald's, right? Stocks, long-term, stable, right? So this will be the other 70%. Now, this is the account that will be given away, right? For your family. For the family. All right. We're going to look at this here. Now, this is your account for... So let's say you have 100% of your money, right? You're going to put 50% into this account here. All right? 50% is in this account. Now, 50% is in your personal account that you get to use for the rest of your life. Now, it depends on how much money you have and if you're comfortable with it. But you will do the same thing. Crypto. It depends if you like this. Like, if you're 50 to 70 years old, you don't like stocks, you don't like crypto, it's not for you, it kind of stresses you out, then don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. You can find something else that you are genuinely passionate about and like doing. But if you're 50 to 70 years old and you get fired up when you invest some money in and you see that thing go higher and you pull out and you can go out and have some fun, right? Then this is for you, right? Go 50% in crypto. Now, you don't want to risk all this 50% because this is 100% of what you have left, right? The most you want to risk here is 30%. 30%. You can do a lot with 30%, even if that's $3,000. It could be a lot more than that. And if it is, that's great. But all I'm saying is you can do a lot with 30%. So, out of the 100% of your 50% of your 100%, you get it? So, you keep 50, you put 50 for your family, and then, the 50 turns into 100% because 100% is what you have now. And then you put 30% into crypto, high growth stocks. Crypto, high growth stocks. And then with the other 80%, you hold. You just wait. You just hold. It as cash. You hold it as cash. 80% cash, baby. You gotta live your life. You gotta have some fun. You can't do that if all your money in crypto and stocks. This is not financial advice. Simple opinions from a crypto billionaire. Take screenshots if you need to. If you want to learn how to trade, and if you want to learn how to trade, long-term invest and time the cycles of the market and spot the patterns, and really, like, the skills that you need, not even at 10 to 25, not at 25 to 50, even at 50 to 70, the skills you need throughout your entire life, right? So at any point in your life. Now, it's good if you turn 25, because then you'll be able to use these skills for the rest of your life. It's alright if you're 25 to 50, because then you'll be able to use these skills for the rest of your life. And it's good if you're 50 to 72. So check it out. It's links in the description. It's a masterclass. It teaches you how to invest. I'm sure you guys know some of the basics, right? Like what you need to be doing, kind of like this stuff. But when it comes to actually picking out stocks, judging the market caps, how to keep up with the news, how to spot patterns, when to get in, when to get out, how to get in, how to get out, and all the basic habits of success that you need in order to make it long term, that's where the masterclass comes into play. Because if you're just going in this for your first time with no help, or help from your friends or your family, like people who haven't really done it before, you're gonna get your butt wiped really hard. It's gonna hurt a lot. I don't want you to feel that. I felt that before. It's a really horrible feeling. And you don't have to make the same mistakes. So it's very, very important to, even if it's not me, find a mentor, right? But if you want, there's a masterclass down below. There's also Patreon. It's for daily stuff, but the masterclass is the one that will really teach you the habits that you need to learn in order to make it long term. Right? So if you're 10 to 25 and you're starting with 1,000, you'll come out that month with $1,000. If you're 25 to 50 and you're looking for high growth crypto, you look on how to make a 200x on your money, you can do that. You know when to get in, when to get out, how to judge the market cycles, when it's dipping, that this thing will recover, when it's dipping again, that, okay, we're already out because we knew this was coming. It's on the news, it's mainstream, things like that. You will know. And then when you're 50 to 70, hold up, where's your stuff? I don't see you. There you are. You have money and time. You have your long-term account. You have crypto and high growth stocks. Man. When you're 50 to 70, you'll learn crypto. But you also, I don't know. I'm trying to think. How does this masterclass help people 50 to 70 years old? Because at this point in time, you're not really looking for huge gains, unless you are. Then it will help then. You probably don't want to spend that much time in crypto or stocks. You just want to set it and forget it. And the masterclass will help with that. So, I guess choosing the right things to invest in. Long term, baby. Long term, baby. Am I recording? Oh my god, am I recording? I hope I'm recording. Hold up. What's going on? Thank God I'm recording. Oh my goodness. I looked down at my MacBook and I didn't see the recording thing, and it's like, oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, my name's Crypto Billionaire 69. Crypto Billionaire 69. We're gonna have a great life. We just gotta stay consistent, stay positive, baby, and longevity. It's not about being first to the game, although that really helps. It's about staying in the game for the longest time. If you look at all these companies, the only thing they have in common is all these huge companies like Ford, all the ones we listed. Where are they? They look for the long term, baby. They look long term. That's how they play. And that's how we need to be playing too with our money. It's the only way we can set up our family in the future for success, and the only way we will get what we actually want in life. A lot of money. And freedom, Freedom comes with money. Money is power. Knowledge is power. Get the masterclass. Crypto Billionaire 69. Catch you guys in the next video. If you made it this far, you deserve my number, my second number. And I very much appreciate you. So I'm going to drop that here. Give me a call. Love to get to know you. Call me. Ask for Crypto Billionaire 69. I'll be like, yo, this is me. Then you'll be like, yo, my name is, whatever your name is. And then we'll hit it off. My number is 850-368-8796. So if you have watched this far, my friend, you are different. A lot of people can't sit through this entire program. We're just on Google Docs. And I'm just talking. If you have been intrigued this time, something's sparked inside of you that you gotta latch onto and take advantage of. Because not everybody has that spark, and you truly are different. 28 minutes in, my friend, I love you. You're gonna do great. You have the attention span of a warrior. And that's exactly what you need to make it in these markets. Crypto Billionaire 69. I'll catch you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped. And yeah. Peace.